Hello, my friends, and welcome to Devil's Lake Food. Food for thought and food for your tummy. I'm wearing the magic hat. I know it'll look better with a magic chef jacket on, but it's not going to happen. I'm too lazy. But I am wearing another shirt, a hand-me-down shirt. That's right, that I just got. I'm a man in his 60s wearing his brother's hand-me-downs. And my brother is older than me and feels he should give them to me. Maybe that's because I live in an old, bent, pink, double wide. But hey, it's on my land, so shut up. Anyway, today I'm going to show you something cool. It's greens. And I'm going to eat some, see how it is, talk to you, tell you a little bit of a story. This podcast is probably called Billsy Talks as He Eats a Salad. I don't know. Something like that. Who knows what the thumbnail will say. But I'm going to put on my magic $1.25 reading glasses. Go like that and see what I can read with these things on. Can I take the hat off now? The old, bent, pink, double wide is also called Billsy's Mansion. The Starkweather Mansion is what people call it. But, hey. Why did I say that? Oh, I remember now. Because it has no air conditioning. Yay! I'm so glad it's going to be 100 degrees pretty soon. So, here we go. Let's check out the product of the day. What do you think about that, my friends? Now, you've seen this kind of stuff in a supermarket. It's from who knows where, and I don't know how they grow it, and who knows what chemicals are on it. But this is from our fabulous local store, Lever's. And they have this all year round. Now, you're saying now, this time of year, it's no big deal. You got fresh lettuce, okay? Or fresh salad greens, whatever you want to call it. But this store and this company that I'm going to tell you who they are, they have it year round. They're doing it inside. It's a great operation, and it is grown freshly and locally in Grafton, North Dakota. We're here in Starkweather, North Dakota, in case you don't know. And by the way, not saying I need you to send me something, but if you do want the Devil's Lake Food writing address, it is Billsy that's Bill, and then a big Z, like Zorro, at P.O. Box 44, Starkweather, North Dakota. And like the last video, I'm going to completely forget the zip code. Okay? Isn't that exciting? So you'll have to figure that yourself. I like you to go through a little bit of trouble sending me something. Not only putting a stamp on and writing and mailing it, but actually finding out what is the zip code of Starkweather, North Dakota. I wonder in the last video if I called it an area code. I'm not sure right now, but it is a zip code. And I think it's 58377. But you should look it up anyway. I'm not too bright these days. But I'll tell you why when I'm eating my salad, which we haven't gotten to yet. Okay, so This says no chemicals, no preservatives, locally grown greenhouse produce, grown and packed in Grafton, North Dakota. Rinse before use. I did rinse it. And if this cost me $4.99. $4.99, everybody. How much is in it? 5 ounces. Now, let me tell you, once again, in the wintertime, this is extra cool. Yeah, you can go to farmers markets and stuff like that now instead of buying this product, but I want you to buy them, and I want you to go to Lever's. It's a cool local store here in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. That's why the channel is called Devil's Lake Food. Doesn't have anything to do with Satan. That was my church lady impersonation from Saturday Night Live, Dana Carvey. So I'm going to open it up so you see what it kind of looks like here. You see what it looks like there? You say no big deal. Here's the big deal. This has the date that it was harvested. And it was harvested July 9th of this year, of course. That's what I like about it. Now, if it gets a little bit older, it looks really good. But I like to get it as close to the day that they harvest it. I think that's really cool. Now, let's see. My lighting here is not good. You probably noticed that because it's like blinking a lot. And also, yeah, let me go like this. It'll make you think I have more hair. Also, I don't know how to use lights. So even if I had real lights, I don't know if you stick them behind you, in front of you, the side of you. I don't know, so deal with it. That's what you're getting now. Okay, the ingredients here. Lettuce. Asian and mustard greens. What's that one? Sorrel? I always mess that one up. You know, I know that means something else, too. I had that knowledge, but now I don't. But it goes by many a names, that name. Arugula. This is where I should have more expensive reading glasses for better light. Oh, I think that's it. The next word was like contents or something like that. So, next, I'm going to show you what I do, okay? I like to call this the Elaine salad. You know, she was like on that television show with Jerry and Kramer and Elaine. She would say, give me a big salad. So I call this the big salad. And one of my really weird things that you just have to love me for, or I hate my guts, it doesn't matter unless you're moving in. And yes, I have room for you now. But anyway, unless you're moving in, I'm still probably going to use these chopsticks, though. I like to use these wooden chopsticks. Not only with salad, but with other stuff. Now, in the middle here, there is a hole. There is like a round, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? Well, I don't want to spill it. Can you? Okay, you see it? Like right there, there's a round part. That's where I have the dressing. And I'm just going to dip it in there. It's kind of like the dressing on the side trick, but it's in the middle. And all I have here is some extra virgin olive oil that the Godfather and me once from Italy. So I use the Italian stuff. And I use regular white vinegar. And the only other ingredient I use is some whipped raw honey. I'm going to be picky with the honey, to tell you the truth. I'm not going to be picky with the vinegar, but I'm going to be picky with the honey. Only from North Dakota, and I want the unprocessed raw stuff. And that is because, I don't know if you've been to the channel, but if you see where down the street from my mansion, there's like bees, and the company comes and makes honey from North Dakota. And I don't know, I just kind of dig it. I don't want to have bees myself because it's a lot of work, but I still dig it. So I'm stirring that stuff up, honey, vinegar, and some olive oil. That's my only dressing. Now, it's important that you wash these greens, okay? Even though they're grown inside. My thing is I put it in a strainer and I put salt on it. Just, and I'm going to tell you I'm going to rinse it off, but I put salt on it, and then I pour some vinegar on it, and I think that makes some super cool natural cleaning solution. And then I put it under the faucet and rinse, 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 and dry it. And then I place it around this, my favorite round salad bowl with the little hole here. This is like one of those Margaritaville souvenirs that you buy for like $87 million at the Margaritaville gift shops. Okay, I bought mine in a thrift shop, but somebody paid a whole bunch of money for it. Then, I'm a raw onion freak. I love raw onions, especially if they're grown in Utah. It's just a thing, okay? My second onion that I really like, or maybe it's my first, I don't know, but I like Maui onions from Maui, Hawaii, from when the time I lived in Hawaii. And tell you the truth, the first onion that I said is from my time when I lived in Utah. But these are not them. These are my third favorite one, which are the sweet onions that are grown in Georgia. So that's what we got here, the big V. And I like it raw. Believe it or not, on one salad, I just chop up a whole onion and I throw it on top of the greens because these days I got nobody to kiss. Oh, kiss my dog, but his breath smells worse than these onions. And I have, oh wait, I'll show you the onion that I chopped up. I like big pieces too, by the way. The reason why I'm into these onions is there was this doctor and he was at a hospital and I was working at the hospital in food service, and his kids would come in and eat all the time, and they would go to the salad bar and they would be like, do you have some more onions? Do you have some more onions? And I'd be, who are these kids? And they would be like, oh, he's that famous heart surgeons, doctors, whatever the heck, kids. And they would go, do you have more onions? I go, there's like 2 pounds in there. There's only 2 little kids. We like a whole bunch. So I think they were onto something. I don't know. So I put lots of onions on it. And I have these radishes that I grew. I kind of messed them up. If you pick radishes and they got too big, they get a little woody. These are a little bit woody, but oh well. You can also eat the tops of the radishes too when they're young, by the way. When they're a little bit older, the greens of the radish, it's probably better to cook up like they're collard greens or something like that. I don't have any on here. because I had this other cool salad. And I also have some egg. Why? We all should know because I raise chickens for eggs. So I got chickens and ducks in the yard and I hard boil some eggs all the time. So that's from the garden. And I also have some fresh, I can't even find a piece. There's a little piece. Lemongrass that I grow here also at the old homestead. And I have some of this lemon balm. Now, both of these things that I just mentioned, people think that it keeps away mosquitoes and they grow it. I just think it's great eating, you know. You throw some of that when you're making chicken soup, and man, you're in heaven. But that's what I have here. So let's see how it is. Huh? It's kind of dumb of me, but I'm going to take a radish first, even though I'm just here to test the greens. The dressing's really good. That radish is woody, like I said. I let it get too big. I kind of want to seed. I grabbed it. Get some seed, I guess. Now, I almost planned not to say why I've been a little bit shaky these days, but I have been shaky. I don't mean like, ugh. I just mean like, what happened to this guy? And, I don't like to bum anybody out in these kinds of things that I do. I like to make stupid jokes and stuff like that, and I probably still will, even though this is a serious thing. The greens that were just picked are really good. I'm looking for this napkin I had, which, of course, I lost already. Maybe I never even brought it here. But I will be making an announcement of what exactly happened to me. I'm going to do that in the next day or two, so tune in if you're curious. That was a raw onion. Now I'm trying to get all the different grains and dipping them. Without a napkin, it's going to like make me crazy, because it'll be dripping down my chin and all. I don't know what grain that was, but I liked it. This one's different too. Do you know what this grain is? Well, wait, there's two kinds of grains. No, there's one kind of grain. Do you know out of the ones I mentioned which one this is? Comment me. I want to know. It's got a little different color to it. And I'm sticking it in the old magic soup thing in the middle. Now, I know this fresh stuff, it's probably less special nowadays because there's farmers markets happening. Even in North Dakota, when it's freezing, not too much is grown now, but we'll have a farmers market, I think, like tomorrow, and some people will have some stuff. For this salad, I do like tomatoes, but my tomatoes aren't ready. And at the store, when you buy tomatoes nowadays, it seems they cost as much as like meat. So I just do without them. You know, I could eat this salad forever. That was a night. So I'm not going to talk too much. But I want to thank you for watching. And thank you once again for everyone who has sent me a card, who are in the know. It's awesome. And thank you even before the main event happened. People who sent a card with well wishes and stuff in the hopes and prayers everything would be okay. Man, that really made a difference. I got to tell you, it really made a difference. So, I'm going to keep on eating this thing. And, oh, no, actually, let's try, before we go, some of this lemon balm, which is one of the secret ingredients in a nice ethnic chicken soup. Try to make you healthy again. Let's see what the salad. Yeah, good lemon flavor. And lemongrass, that's in like all kinds of Thai food and stuff, so that's really good. Now, like I said, I got 1,000,000 pieces of salad here to eat, but I think I said everything that I wanted to. Keep looking for my big announcement. And after my big announcement, I'm going to put a little video together about it, which is extremely hard for me. But, yeah, that's a killer. But I've been trying a little bit, and, yeah, I'll get it together. So, thanks again, my friends, and hey, if you're in Levers, look at this local salad. It's awesome. And do it all year round, especially in the winter. And don't forget, here in Devil's Lake, the new smoking section of Levers. Not as far as tobacco or anything. There's smoking meats there themselves. They just built it. They spent a fortune. I think it's awesome. And it looks like some high-tech equipment. Check it out, or come back here and check out one of the videos I make about that meat. Okay. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you want to help us. If not, it's okay. I'm just happy you're watching. Alrighty. I told you that I put vinegar and salt when I rinsed the salad off, right? I think I did. It helps clean it a little bit. Okay. I'm really going to go. I'm sorry for holding everybody up. All right. Stay cool, everybody.
Excuse me, something's wrong. The lady ordered the large coffee.